Back it on up like a dump truck. Ooh. Hey guys, it's your girl Lanice, and I am back with another Vlogmas video. So today's video is going to be me putting on my holiday press-on nails. I'm going to use these. They're so cute. So I do have a press-on nails tutorial that I made a video a while ago, and I'm going to do a different technique. So I'm going to actually use gel. So here's my little gel UV machine that I have, and then I have some gel polish. I'm also going to use nail glue as well, and I have to use both for this particular process. And then I'm going to use my nail buffer and just some alcohol. So it's supposed to be a quick, easy press-on tutorial. While I put on my nails, I'm going to chit chat with you guys because I want to speak about the Renaissance movie. I also have a video about the Renaissance tour, and I want to give you guys a little insight on my opinion about the movie. And by the way, I loved it. I'm going to get out the way. I love the movie, but I do want to talk about the parts that I did love. If you guys did not go watch either of the videos, the press-on nail tutorial or the Renaissance review, I'm going to do 2-in-1 in this video. So go watch both videos when you're done with this. But yeah, I want to go ahead and talk about it since I didn't really get into too much detail in my last Vlogmas to go see the Renaissance film. It was just like getting straight to the point. But now I get to kind of talk to you guys about the parts that I did love about the movie because it was amazing. And mind you, I hate this cord. I've been trying to like position myself. Y'all, I hate this cord. But my socket is all over there. I have to like, I kind of want to redo the wall. Let me like, F it. I want to redo the whole wall. But I don't have the bandwidth again to like go through that whole process. But I really hate that cord. Like, that is just annoying. So if you see me trying to do this, I'm trying to hide it, y'all. Like, see, look at, and we give it angles and we give it face. All right, let me go ahead and start with my nails. So I just have a cotton swab with alcohol in it, and you're going to take your bare nubs like mine, and we're literally just going to wipe it down. And I did wash my hands prior to this as well. So this is going to be a quick press-on nail tutorial. So this is what I'm going to start with, and then I have a buffer, and we literally just I'm no nail technician. Cosmetology experience besides the experience I do on myself. And I do some cosmetology things, like I do makeup as well, but I don't do it professionally. I just do it on people that like ask me. And I actually have a holiday makeup tutorial coming soon too. So yeah. So I'm gonna lightly buff. One thing I like about press-ons is it's so convenient and easy and so cute and affordable. It's just so many pros to the press-on world, and this like technique that I'm about to use actually allows your nails to stay on even longer. The last technique I used was with a super glue. Go watch the video to see which glue I use because it's kind of funny. But that was prior to the whole epic thing about that glue. I still use it, but I've been trying other techniques. So I'm going to show you guys this one. So I'll be right back. I'm going to size my nails to my finger, and then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do the process, and then I'm going to get into the Renaissance movie and the parts that I liked about it. BRB. Alright, so I went ahead and sized my nails. You know, I took it out the pack and like literally just measured my nails. It was pretty quick, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the process. So I'm going to take this gel polish. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I forgot where I got this from, but I believe any gel polish works. So if you find something on Amazon, I'm sure it will work. Because there's not too many gel formulas that are like, but this is by Emeli. I don't even know. I think I pronounced that right. I don't think I did, but okay. Anyway, that's the brand. You saw the name. So I'm just gonna literally it kind of just gives polish, but it won't dry until you put it underneath the UV ray. So I'm going to just take the inside of the nail, and you can bump inside the nail, but I'm just not going to do that because I need this to be as convenient and quick as possible. But with you using the gel UV technique as an adhesive, your nails will last you. So all I'm going to do is literally just place the gel inside the nail. You guys see that? It's pretty simple. I'm just going to place it in each nail, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys the other part to it. So simple enough. What I do like too is that I don't like my same hand to have the same like design. I kind of like to switch it up on each hand. So this is definitely giving, like it's not so uniform. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I've been wearing press-on since 2019. I told you guys my whole story on why in my first press-on nail video, why I don't go to the salon anymore. And I used to be a faithful salon goer. Like, yeah, I was really spending not just hours of my time, but I was also spending a lot of money. And I just got sick of it because it just starting to become like more of a burden. And I'm like, you guys. So I talk about that in my first press-on nail video on why I stopped going to the salon. I still get my pedicures done by my same pedicure lady, but as far as getting my nails done, I have not gone. And mind you, I love and appreciate nail techs, but it just wasn't working out for me. So that's why I kind of was like, sayonara. All right, so this technique, we're gonna go ahead and add just a small layer since we put a lot of it in the nail. We're gonna add a small layer of gel to also our nail beds. I forgot to tell you guys too, make sure your cuticles are pushed back. I don't have any cuticles, so I didn't have to do that process. And be careful too, doing that. But yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and add them like that. Okay, like I said, this is not going to dry until you actually put it inside the machine. This is my machine. It's called Melody Susie, I think. Y'all see it. It's plugged in right now. Oh, here, I can do this. That's what it says. I'm just going to put it on 30 minutes because it's going to stay on the whole time. But you don't have to put your nail under there for 30 minutes. And I'm just going to take the regular just nail glue. The reason why I'm doing this method is because, like I said, it's going to be very difficult for the nails to dry until it gets underneath the machine. But I have to get it under the machine for it to dry. And it doesn't dry immediately. So I have to get like at least something to bond it prior to putting it in the machine. So it's something bonding my nail down together, if that makes sense. So I'm putting my first nail on. Wait a few seconds. Okay, there it goes. So it has a little stick to it. I'm just going to use my little clip. I got these from Amazon randomly. They were like 99 cents and I was like, perfect. And I'm just going to stick my finger in here and let the nail go ahead and bond inside the ray, and then do that to all of my fingers. So it's a pretty simple process, but yeah, y'all get the point. So let's go ahead and talk about Beyonce, the Renaissance film. So I went to go see the Renaissance film on Saturday. I went to the Alright, so I want to go ahead and talk about the Renaissance film. So I went on Saturday, so I guess it's been like a few days prior to the premiere. I once again did not want to see a bunch of clips about it because I want to go in with my honest opinion. And when I tell you, Beyonce just always amazes me. Like, that woman, literally, I kind of felt like the film was just something added on to the concert, and I'm like, is it going to be repetitive? But even I felt like, okay, maybe it is going to be repetitive, I still felt like she gave us good content when it came to that film. And that's what I'm just like so amazed about when it comes to her, because it's like, how do you still manage to produce without it being like rushed or felt like you were just trying to push out another product? Like, she manages to still produce really good products to us. And I'm like, okay, so the Renaissance film, definitely, if you did not see it in concert, you got to see it in the movie theater. So she definitely gave you a lot of her concert. She didn't give the whole thing, but she gave a lot of concert. But she also gave you more understanding of like how the concert was put on, which I was expected. But I was so wowed and amazed by how much she was involved. And she was like involved with everything. I was tired for her. I'm like, girl, just get up there and perform. Like, do you have to be a part of the entire process? That lady was a part of the entire process, y'all. And I'm just like, so she mentioned to me, like, Beyonce mentioned that it took her 4 years, I believe she said, for them to create the entire concept of the concert, which is really interesting because that's a long time. I don't know how long concerts really take to like the concept to come to light, but her concerts are not normal concerts. Like, even down to the lighting, her lighting is special. Like, who would have thought like concert lighting is that important? Child, it is important because it really felt like you were in the experience with her. It kind of gave Sphere before Sphere was a thing. Like, if y'all know the Vegas Sphere concept, it was giving Sphere before the Sphere was a thing. So I can only imagine if she does the Vegas Sphere, it's going to be even more epic. I feel like we're going to be inside of her at this point because she gives you a full-blown experience of like an entirety of who she is, and it's just like through the roof. There's like nobody like her, for real. And she can brag about it all day. I'm supporting it. But also, she mentioned she definitely gave a lot of recognition to her production team. And in my last concert review about the Renaissance tour, I actually gave them their flowers too, without them really knowing who I am. But I did definitely acknowledge her production team because she also mentioned there's 3 stages. So she had 3 stages that needed to be built. So while she was in one city, her production team was into the next city building everything hand by hand, block by block, for her to then show up to the next city. So it was definitely a process. And just a little fun fact, I actually do work for an entertainment company that I don't want to give too much away, but I actually am a part of the accounting team that pays these type of tours and concerts out. I was not on the Beyonce team. I did get free tickets to go see her, but I wasn't a part of the Beyonce team. But I do something very similar. So I can only imagine her team who works hand in hand with her. But I don't even know if she knows how much behind the scenes when it comes to the finance and accounting we have to take on as well. And I've been a part of big projects for my company doing the accounting, and it's no joke. When I tell you it's thousands of checks and invoices that have to go out weekly, and sometimes you might be the only one who has to be a part of that process. I've done big tours, so I can only imagine what her accounting looks like when it comes to that, because it is major and it's very like time sensitive, so we have to get money coming out. But with all that being said, she definitely acknowledged her production team. She also acknowledged her dancers, of course. I gave them their flowers too because I did recognize her dancers. And one of her dancers who was on the team, well, I'm not gonna say dance team, but who's a part of the tour, That was her first gig. I was like, girl, let me get a little 1-2 step in, because Beyonce be paying attention. Child, I know she doesn't seem that like personable. She's more like low key and she pops out when she wants to. But Beyonce be watching, y'all. She be online and she be watching. So hey girl, hey, how you doing? But yes, that was something else that was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And then she also talks about Blue Ivy and how that all began. And Blue Ivy actually mentioned to her that she wanted to get started with performing. She said she wants to hit the stage. And Beyonce at first said no. She was like, girl, no. But then she agreed. And of course, the moment Blue was about to get on stage, Beyonce said, why the hell did I agree to this? Beyonce was so nervous for her daughter. And like a mother bear would be. But Blue definitely did her thing. I for sure acknowledged her during my review as well, because just to see her just growing up. And you know, I love the fact that too we got to see more behind the scenes of her children. You know, I never really heard Blue Ivy speak. Of course, like she's not, you know, super public, but we got to see more of her personality and her making decisions with her mother. She fought for Diva to be a part of the act because Beyonce was not going to have it. Okay, so far this is what it's looking like, guys. So I'm gonna just keep clipping and going. But she also mentioned, Blue Ivy also mentioned that she really wanted Diva to be a part of the set because Beyonce was like, I don't think we're gonna have it, but she for sure had it. What else can I speak about this film that like stood out to me? I think that the pregnant lady, I think her name was Crystal. Oh, don't give me the lying. But I recognized her too because she was super pregnant at all the shows I went to. I went to 2 shows. I went to the Vegas night 2 and LA night 3 at the B-Day show. She showcased a lot of the B-Day shows. So if y'all didn't hear me in the background, I was like, I was there because I was there. Like I got to see it in real time. As far as the audience in the movie theater, they were not lit. I kind of was like at first like, no, I don't want people to be lit, like, because you know on TikTok they were literally talking about they're gonna get up and start dancing, and I'm like, I don't think I want y'all getting up doing all that. But like they weren't that lit either, and I'm like, I feel like I was the littest one in there and I was sitting down. But I was definitely still singing and dancing along because that tour was just epic. Like, I did not know she was going to be the highlight to my 2023. Like, that tour still gives me chills, for sure. Like, I want her to go back on tour again. She needs to go on tour again. Her mother needs to go on tour again. She also showcased the person behind the Renaissance. Hold on. Beyonce also showcased the person behind Renaissance. 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 She showcased who this person was. And yes, that's epic. That is an epic sound. Like, we will always be taken back to that. Like, that sound alone will always give you nostalgia. Like, oh my god, like I was there, I was at the Renaissance, I was a part of history, I was in the audience. She showcased who that person was, and you know, just to understand the discovery behind where that all came from. It was very underground. From his background, and I mean, for him to be able to hit the big stage with Beyonce, was really amazing to see, like how she literally was taking from even like just small pieces and bits of like artistry, and then she was able to like amplify it in the way where she could showcase it to us. So I really liked that segment of the film as well. She also talked about Uncle Johnny. So Uncle Johnny was definitely her uncle, and she mentioned that he had made her prom dress, And she had, I don't know if it was, I'm sure it wasn't the same prom dress, but it was like a remake of her prom dress that he made for her from high school. And she went ahead and showcased what that was to us. And so we got to understand where the Uncle Johnny part of the song came from. So yeah, she explained, her mother even came on to explain who Uncle Johnny was to the family and his significance to the family. So her mother was a lot, like really a part of the documentary a lot. But what I will say too is that the documentary gave you so much variation. You went from like laughing to like getting excited to even like learning a lot. She taught us a lot about her concert, down to, in some cases, getting emotional if you're a sensitive person. But definitely the Uncle Johnny story, you hear people sniffling in there. Oh my God. Lots of motivation. Oh my God. I mean, it was definitely a motivation to see even someone so major just share even her understanding of what her goals and aspirations still are at her biggest self. And okay guys, so this hand is done. Okay, not this one. Hold on. Yes. Okay, we got this one. We still have to zap. All right, I got the first hand in. Oh, these are so pretty. Yes, honey. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other hand, and then we're gonna be damn near done. All right, so what else about the Renaissance smoothie? I did say that. Oh, did I tell you guys it was 3 hours long?
3 hours.
I will say that I should have used the bathroom prior to going to sit down because, yeah, I had to tinkle. I did not want to get up in the middle of the movie to go use the bathroom. I am not going to lie. I was like, no, you're just going to have to hold it. But I did run out the theater once it was over because I had to go tinkle really badly. And I caught the 9:30 show. So, babes, we didn't get out the theater until like midnight, past midnight, actually. So, yeah. She gave us a lot of concert, like I said earlier, like a lot of concert. They did edit out some of the hiccups that happened. They did show the fact that the power went out in Arizona. I do remember hearing about that because they said she walked out of the, walked out on stage. She walked off stage because of that. But people thought she was pissed, but come to find out it was just a power outage. So there was like literally no one's fault. But she came back. And but they did edit. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth because I was there. Diana Ross' mic was not working when she first came on stage, and they did not show that. It made it seem like the whole time it was perfect. No diss, no shade. I'm just giving y'all the raw true tea. And same thing with Kendrick. When Kendrick Lamar came on, the first like several seconds, his mic wasn't working either. So you did hear nothing in the beginning, and they would never make you know that in the movie. But I was there too. So it was like, okay. Interesting though, they did do the mute challenge, of course. And interesting, they did not talk about the Love on Top challenge. Which I was like, wait a minute. Vegas won Love on Top. Can y'all please show that? But she also took us to her hometown, Houston, and she definitely represents Houston, you guys. So she definitely talked about loving that she grew up there. And she talked about the fried chicken spot she loves to eat at. And I'm like, oh, maybe I need to try that when I go to Houston. She showed us her childhood home. A lot of like old videos and footage of her. You guys, okay. Here's a little debate online on who her children look like. And yes, I see a lot of Jay-Z. However, I now second guess if that's the thing, because when they show Beyonce when she was young, Blue Ivy looks just like her. And then when Beyonce was like a baby, Rumi looks identical to her. So I'm like, I don't know, because they had showed like Beyonce maybe around like 9 or 10 years old. It almost took me back. I was like, Blue Ivy? And I'm like, no, that looks old, like an old footage. And I'm like, oh my God, she looks just like Beyonce. So y'all let me know, like, do you think I think she is a mixture of both parents. But as much as people's like, oh, that's all Jay, I'm like, I don't see it no anymore. Beyonce as a kid is definitely Blue Ivy, and Beyonce as a baby is Rumi. Just alike. Like, if only reason why at first I did kind of get like tripped up, I'm like, that's not Blue Ivy, because the footage was giving, you know, older, like giving back in the day. That's the only reason why. At first, like, I literally for a split second thought that was Blue Ivy. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe her kids look a lot like her instead. What y'all think? Guys, I went ahead and got them done. This is what they look like. They're so pretty. Just gonna go ahead and get some alcohol and rub around all the areas. Get the nail too. But yeah, all in all, the Beyonce film was absolutely amazing. Like I said a million times, it was just, she did show a lot of her concert. So if you did not go to the concert, you got to kind of see what it was giving. And then, of course, behind the scenes, I honestly thought that she was going to have the twins a little bit more showcased, but they weren't really like highlighted. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Because I know they've been rocking with her for a while. But yeah, she showcased her band. She started like a girl group within her concert thing. I didn't really catch on to what she was trying to say, but I guess she was speaking something about a girl group. So if you guys know what that is, let me know. I think it was to highlight her concert though. It was a pretty cool concept though, if I understood what she was trying to say. A lot of people are also talking about her son. She did show Sir. But people were like, well, how come she hasn't shown her? Clearly you didn't watch the movie because he was in it. He wasn't in it a lot. And Rumi, she ready, y'all. She is ready. Mama's is ready, okay? She got all the sass. So I can't wait to see. You can tell she's very into what's going on with her sister and her mom. So I'm excited to see her grow up and show us what she got, because she is ready. But other than that, of course, Beyonce is absolutely amazing. That woman is, I can't even speak on how amazing this woman is. And I know I told you guys I don't think I'm a fan, but I think because I have my own definition of what a fan is. But maybe I am. If I am, so what? Okay. I'm a Beyonce fan, but I'm not a fan of many. And I'm not really awed by people the way I'm like awed by her. Like, you gotta give this woman her flowers. The fact that we get to experience her. And she's like the last, to me, of like a real artist. She might be the last, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'll ever be this invested into anybody else the way I'm invested to this woman. But yes, 10 out of 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. And thank you for watching this Vlogmas. Thank you for getting into these nails, honey. We are ready for the holidays, and see you next video. Bye.